Hello everyone, welcome back to the Vortex. This is DubiousPhysics coming to you from the southern, south. I actually don't know what this continent is called, which is slightly awkward. It's not illustrious to the west. Anyway, from the Vortex campaign in Total War Warhammer II, I am playing as Clan Moors. We are at war with the last defenders, who are significantly more powerful than us, and the elves next to us, who are also a problem. And our newly acquired doorstep to the north is being threatened by the last defenders, and no one's happy. Croxgar's got a stack of really angry Saurus. Granted, most of them are Saurus spears, which helps out a fair bit because they're not terribly specialized against us, but also got, you know, good Saurus warriors, unshielded Saurus warriors. Just basically, it's our infantry is not going to match that. Like our I was gonna say like Saurus are just going to be a comfortable match Stormvermin, but actually, Saurus units are smaller. Got less models, and our Stormvermin are really solidly armored. Like we have well-trained and quite capable Stormvermin. We just don't have enough of them in this army to meet that melee army. The walls aren't going to do us much good. They're just going to mount the walls and roll us over. And like on top of that, they've got Croxgors and a Stegodon, and we have no answer to that in this army. Queek's there with some artillery, gunners, all that stuff. That's probably going to be able to make this a lot better, but we're probably not going to be able to hold Zlatlan. Like there's not even a wizard in the garrison. So with that in mind, also greetings Hostel, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you. With that in mind, there's one thing I neglected to do last turn that I actually really should consider now, and that is, normally when you're under siege, your options for withdrawing are limited, but Skidus is a really good, is a good commander, disciplined, solid, has some experience, and Zlatlan is not worth losing Skidus, and this army has some reasonable units in it, like the Clan Rats and Stormvermin. And we are fortunate enough to be holding a port city. So what I am going to do is engage in classic Skaven maneuvering and get the fuck out of there. And let's actually speed up so we can get on land. Unfortunately, we can't get any replenishment done here, but yeah, and just meet up with Queek and move on together. That army, we're not going to be able to hold with Skidus's units alone. Like, our only range units are Skaven Slave Slingers, which are handy for what they are. They're your only range early on, but they have a point of armor-piercing missile damage against an army that's almost entirely armored. Not as well armored as our Stormvermin, but yeah. So the objective then is going to head up to Sotek's Trail, take that, and hopefully take on Krokhgar with some serious firepower. Let's take a look at our facilities here. We could upgrade this for a marginal amount more income, but 10 income probably isn't worth the immediate expenditure, and I don't really need the growth right now. This upgrade only increases the trade resource generation. That would be nice if I had any trade deals, or could get any trade deals, which I currently cannot. And with that in mind, one thing I almost forgot to do I did forget to do last time, and might have forgotten to do if I hadn't just reviewed things briefly here. I almost forgot, I've been slightly neglecting, rather, my Undercities. I mean, I just kind of didn't really look at them, because I figured I didn't have enough money, but the return from this is actually going to be worth the expenditure, especially considering it's going to be up in one turn. 20% of Lothern's income, Just made some 400. That's going to help us stabilize here a lot, especially since we're about to lose Latlan and a fair chunk of income from that. So, with that all settled, let's hope we don't get demolished in the end turn. Okay, now I could fight this battle, but I wouldn't really be able to achieve much. I have a handful of ranged units, none of which are really spec'd out to make much of a dent in our opposition. And the thing is, not only do I not have any artillery, serious missile units or a wizard in this mix, but the other thing to consider that I've been learning is, yes, you can fight a losing battle and still inflict casualties potentially. That's always something to consider, but even if you can do that, there's no benefit to doing that if you don't have a follow-up. Our armies are several turns away, any damage we inflict will have been replenished by that point, unless there's something really to be gained from forcing them to stop and replenish, which there is not that I can think of. And there's also the fact that the Order Resolve may be able to inflict more casualties than I am, because traditionally, from what I've seen, Order Resolve has been a lot better at convincing units with very low leadership to stay in combat somehow. Huh, Fortress of Dawn, oh right, yeah, they've been recruiting and dispatching new units. That's potentially going to be a problem for me. Hopefully they stay at war with Toralassor. Although I knocked out a bunch of Toralassor's armies, so... that's unfortunate. Okay, that's really... okay, thanks to that one building we got online in the Under Empire, we're still making positive money, which is good. Let's keep you going out. This army is unfortunate. I'm really not going to be able to get at walls and Scrag Hall in time. And I don't know that any of the garrisons... well, the garrisons of my important places will probably hold. I believe they both have wizards. Yoatek has a wizard, Dawnslate has a wizard, and a catapult. Like, those I'd be able to mount a reasonable defense on.
No blame.
Okay, how's Queek?
Me superior.
We probably actually need both armies up here, which is a bit of an issue as well. Alright, I'm gonna have Skittis mount the attack because I want Skittis to take the casualties. Queek needs to replenish more. Also, we can't actually get there.
Run for Moors. Great warlord.
Okay, Skittis, let's get this back. Lightning Strike doesn't bypass. For context for people who aren't familiar with Total War, Lightning Strike is an important general skill, very, very key. The reason I always rush it is, if you're fighting multiple armies, it lets you basically attack faster and deny all reinforcements, both your own and any enemy reinforcements. So if you operate with single powerful stacks and are heavily outnumbered, which tends to be my favorite playstyle, and I believe like the general playstyle on higher difficulties, then that allows you to take out enemy stacks one at a time and prevent yourself from getting overwhelmed, be able to replenish your ammunition between battles, that kind of thing. You know, since they're in a garrison in a town, Lightning Strike doesn't stop their reinforcements, but it does inflict a leadership penalty, so it's still worth throwing Lightning Strike at them. We are at maximum food, I believe, so we'll be able to leverage some. Will I be able to minimize casualties at all? We can play this a little carefully. I need the armies in good shape, so I will fight this manually. Basically, I want to make sure I take casualties on the clan rats, where possible, and utilize the Skaven slave slingers as much as possible. Oops, almost hit start battle there. Skidus himself as well can buffer a lot of their damage, although we don't have any artillery to take advantage of a blob. If they did form one, okay. So we're gonna hold the storm vermin back. Gonna form a clan rat line with how do these guys steal up to measure up to? Yeah, even though these are spears, they do still outperform the regular clan rats. So we're gonna have the regiment of round form the center and spears at the edge, and that's gonna be our main line. We'll move the storm vermin in as necessary. Let's distribute the slingers towards the edges. Actually, move the storm vermin back. Just run the slingers through the middle. There we go. How many of our clan rats are shielded? Just those guys and the spears, okay. We're probably going to take a fair few casualties from their javelins, but what are you going to do? Is there actually water here? Huh.
Move tails. Warlord.
Okay, let's squeeze up.
Slingers.
Then I'm actually going to advance the slingers in front of our line just to get as much damage as possible. Let's hit their javelins as hard as we can. Our storm vermin are shielded, but I really don't want to take more casualties on the storm vermin than strictly needed. Okay, let's tie up their javelins. Give our Skaven slaves some time to fire. And that's the entirety of our ranged firepower raining hell on one unit. Okay, we're gonna have to pull back. Actually, these two can keep firing. Nope, need to pull back as well. Pull back the slingers, get ready to fire. Okay. Oh, they're just recharging. We've got not too much to fear from those spear riders, in theory, because none of our units are large, so they could probably do a number on us. Just gonna compact the slingers a little bit. He's anti-large, but I don't. You know what? I shall take the sting out of that. Apply the debuff. Everything fire. Okay, envelop them. Get ready to deal with any charges. There's not much going on the left, so I'll have the spears go chase down their tree. Oh, cool, we took the sting out of that charge. Have the spears work on him. Have one unit of storm vermin take on those cold ones. Try and reduce the sting of some of their javelins. Okay, cool. That unit's engaging in melee because they're out of ammunition. Okay, now that stuff's tangled up, we can start moving the storm vermin in. Now that they've burned up a lot of their ammo as well.
Out of the shoulders we come. Yes, fight, kill! Ready. Agree, Rick. We run.
Come on, guys, push up. Let's have these Skaven slaves try and do as much damage to their lord as possible. It's still not great that we're taking casualties here, but It is what it is. This is just a garrison. They don't have to pay anything for the units we're currently dealing damage to, with the exception of that one lord who was recruiting. Let's bring that down. Unit's been wiped out. That was just a summon clan rat unit, so no big deal there. And they're all going to get wiped out anyway because we take the settlement and they have nowhere to run to. Okay. Not terrible. Storm vermin comfortably intact. Casualties heavily on the clan rats. And we should be able to take the settlement back comfortably. Now, how much replenishment can we get out of this?
Great victory.
Okay, a handful of food. Unfortunately, we're at cap, and that doesn't apply retroactively. So we're gonna get food up against our cap and not gain any, and then spend a bunch taking the settlement, which is unfortunate, but is what it is. How much food can I afford? Okay, I can afford to go down one stage.
My mask on Find Wopstone.
Cool. We'll be able to get the important units up and get a bunch of replenishment for the clan rats. That means Queek is also getting replenishment here as well, which is good. How much can I don't really have the upkeep to support anything here at the moment. I'm considering recruiting something down here to maybe deal with this guy, but I doubt I'd be able to recruit anything of significance in time. So what I'm probably gonna do is just pad out our main army here. Can we get any regiments for? Oh, we could get that. But we no way in hell we could pay for it. Okay, Skaven slaves, and I didn't realize this at the beginning of the playthrough. I don't know that I forget what our faction benefits are exactly. Queek head taker. I believe I can look at them here. Minus 50. Yeah, he can run storm vermin really efficiently. Yeah, I don't think we have particular bonuses for storm vermin, but okay, I'm going to pad out our armies with more Skaven slaves because they're incredibly efficient.
Keep Gracia scum away.
Queek, I don't specifically want to pad you out. What I'm probably going to do is move. If Krokgar comes down here, I'm going to move the storm vermin to Queek for better bonuses and efficiency, and then pad Skittis out with more Skaven slaves. And I swear somewhere we have storm vermin bonus. It might just be the upkeep and some of the research we've done. Okay, Vortex Trail. Got a damage building there. We could do we don't really have the money for anything right now, and I really should keep that money that we have as a buffer.
Must spread our own corruption.
Especially seeing as we're going to get your tech more heavily upgraded very shortly. It's a shame we can't really push this further, because we do need to shut down hopefully we can get back in time that this guy doesn't do too much damage. Okay, damaged building. Can I get out of any of my wars?
Lord of the Phoenix Court. I cannot extend a welcome to the light. Can I offer assistance? You are an unwelcome...
Kakromachwa well.
No, no I cannot. Okay, so Krokgar's moved back up north somewhere, and a new army has been recruited and is mustering at Zlatlan. And Fortress of Dawn is... Okay, they're either coming closer to me or they are heading up to Scraghall. Scraghall is lower priority, but... Okay, and some of the neutral pirates have showed up, which is fine. They're actually going to be as much of a threat to my enemies as me, so... Wait, did Skittis rank up?
Knows I dominate.
Oh, I think I know what happened. He got enough experience to rank up, but Queek steals a portion of all experience. Apparently the game does not adequately take into account those modifiers. Okay, Zlatlan is going to get at least one turn to top up its garrison before I can actually get there, which is not fantastic, but is what it is.
What? Horned one command. It speaks is mine.
Okay, if I were to head there, what's the closest I can get? Zlatlan. Oh, back. So Krokgar is actually heading to us. We know the composition of that army. Queek. Take back those storm vermin.
Move again soon.
Okay, that gives us a bit more upkeep room.
Warlord quick-headed. No blood.
Skittis. What can he... Okay, it's a shame he can attack us, because if we were on the offensive, we could actually... and we'd have a chance to ambush. Help Skittis see if he can pull off some extra Skaven slaves over the intern. Got a damaged building here. Not much we have the funding to do about that at the moment. And can we build anything? Nothing really of consequence at the moment. Okay, once again, can I get out of any of my wars? I'm really not interested in your shitty islands, elves. No? Okay. Tulakwa is fairly confident. Last Defender's actually somewhat less so, which surprises me. Krokgar... Normally Krokgar's strength, at least in my experience, tends to rate very high, like even when he has low... the Krokgar is. Tends to be pretty army heavy. Okay, it's not worth building the mining buildings at the moment. Let's keep you heading north. I believe I want you over heading over towards Hexwattle. These guys always stay on the ocean, so hopefully they threaten Fortress of Dawn and not me. I mean, they won't threaten me at the moment because I'm on the ocean, but yeah. Now, does anyone like me? Followers of Nagash. Do you want to trade some furs? No, you do not. Okay, Krokgar's... I was gonna say Krokgar's feeling confident. No, he's forced marching out of here. Okay, this is gonna be a war declaration. They're not a threat at the moment. They won't be a threat for a while because the AI doesn't usually, to the best of my knowledge, like roll their armies into position and then attack. So if they were to attack, they'd have plenty of ocean to cross. Okay, those guys are definitely coming for me. And of course the pirates are no help at all.
Certainly not.
Very unhelpful pirates. Still got a couple of turns. That army is not the most threatening. This guy's actually stepped out of the settlement and has gone into... What's the settlement look like? I don't know what they're... Okay. And this has created a dilemma for us. We could wipe out Hrothgar's main army if we could get a good attack on it, because they're in force march. Actually, the thing is, can I actually get there? Yes, I can get an attack. And I probably do want to attack with Queek in this case. I can throw in Skittis's units later on. That's going to give them another turn to prepare for me at Zlatlan. We'll be up against walls and stuff, and some decent towers, which is going to be unfortunate. Meanwhile, down at Scraghole, I'm going to have to prepare. I don't think that army is going to be sufficient to take on too much, but let's see, do I have any good warlords? I have a good warlock master, but I believe Queek gives benefits to warlords at some point, right? Distrustful. I like warlock masters, but that's, yeah, the loyalty for warlords. I mean, that's not a huge deal. I do like my warlock masters. Warp lightning is going to be a huge deal if I want to hold this, but oh, I can recruit warlock engineers. Shame I don't have any money. Okay, I could get this guy. Disciplined is huge. That's like going to be a huge bonus. He's going to be level 1, so I don't think he's going to be able to throw down... And he will be able to throw down some warp lightning. So... Okay, so I'm going to be able to pay for this guy and like a handful of of Skaven slaves. Now that's going to have to be my whole army for now.
Warlock Master of Scryer.
Do I have any equipment I could throw on you? Oh, actually, let me check if I've got any. Okay, Skittis has a fancy weapon, Queek has a fancy weapon, and it's only going to get fancier. Yeah, you got. We can get you something fancy. Melee attack is good. I do like the other Trickster's Shard. Excellent. And we had spare breeders. Cool. Now, I need you to recruit Skaven slaves. Where are... There you are. And I accidentally right-clicked. -7, we could sustain that for a bit. Especially if we're fighting. And hopefully in a couple of turns that will accumulate to the point where I can actually hold off that Elven army. Now, Skittis. I am going to move you up here into reinforced position. And I'm going to have Queek make the attack. Now is the point where I debate whether or not I actually recruit in the Plague Monk Censer Bearers. There's no way I'm going to be able to pay for those guys. What I'll do is I'll recruit them. Actually, do I even have the money to recruit them? Or is this not? I do, okay. I am somewhat worried about this fight, so what I'm gonna dismiss one unit of Skaven Slave Slingers. I should actually have dismissed a Skaven Slave unit, maybe. And then I'm going to recruit this unit, and they're either going to die in this battle or be immediately dismissed after this battle because I can't pay their upkeep. So this is just a short-term contract. Let me see what their bonuses are. Demagoguery. Okay, they're plague monks through and through. Anyone here who's played Vermintide are familiar with that. Can I not actually reach for the attack? Really, Queek? Okay, I think Skittis is actually in the way. Okay, I may have screwed this up, which is unfortunate. Thought Queek could make the attack, he could not. Skittis probably could have made the attack, but then I moved Skittis out of the way, which burned movement. I'm not playing on legendary difficulty. I'm not actually going to be doing loads here, so it's going to be what it's going to be. I guess I'm paying the Plague Monk upkeep for one turn. If I can't get them into combat on the subsequent turn, I will dismiss them. Damaged building. That one unit of Plague Monks may actually up my strength rating marginally.
Your kind are not worthy.
Cult of Sotek just declared war on me, so no way they're piecing out now. Okay, well hopefully Krokkar actually comes for us on the end turn then. And we're heading out to establish more Under Empire. And drama is happening elsewhere in the world. I see hero actions are occurring. Those guys are getting just all the time in the... Oh, another hostile army. Okay, so Krokkar's actually encamped, which will make him a lot harder to wipe out. But he is now statically present.
Sotek, a worm god, nothing compared to Horned Rat.
And more company, of course.
Yes, Warpstone found. Skaven will cast a ritual before elf things. Let us begin.
Okay, some ammunition upkeep. I am not going to do the ritual because it is a terrible idea to do the ritual before you are incredibly secure and very ready. Upkeep, armor. I'm going to have to lean heavily on those gun teams, so it's a good idea to prep. Okay, so Krokkar just remained in place. He is encamped and ready to engage, which is interesting. Alright, well, we're enacting that plan. Queek, you got one extra turn of replenishment and make the attack. Doesn't like our odds. That's fine.
Battle fight, yes, yes.
So we're going to be leaning very heavily on our gun teams. I am going to, given the opportunity, group up and use the units from Skittis' army as my front line, with Storm Vermin as elite reserves holding position for the gun teams. Gonna try and leverage that artillery as much as possible. But should we not get the opportunity to do that, I should make sure we're ready regardless. So, snipers, excellent. And gun teams. Plague Claws. Actually, I'll have them on 4. I usually have them on 4. Okay. I they're on the defensive, so they probably should not charge at us. I'm actually going to put the plague claws. No, but they're not going to be hidden behind the tree line, so... Okay, I'll lean towards the reinforcing side of the map. Storm vermin. Going to do a somewhat awkward version of the chevron. Plague claws back. Okay, we can do one.
Skaven, yes, yes.
Can put one gun team there. And the other half of the storm vermin. Somewhere around there, okay. And a gun team there. Nope, need to move these storm vermin back. Okay. Have a gun chevron up. In theory, actually it needs to be a bit smaller. I'm just gonna pack these storm vermin behind here. Okay. All of you guys need to move up a fair bit. Oh, Giselles. You guys can mess around quite effectively. Just have you settled in. Okay. In case it isn't immediately obvious, the idea of the chevron is enemy units come in to engage our melee, and they can, regardless of which melee group they choose to engage, they can get shot in the flank by our rattlings. And then if they try to come down the center and target our missile units, they're walking into an existing crossfire. And it's fairly valuable, a fairly useful formation for working gun units, which otherwise have trouble firing over friendlies. Let's pack the plague claws a little closer together so they're easier to protect. And just put one storm vermin unit in flank screening position on each side. They won't stop a Stegodon, that's for sure. And Queek can go in the middle because he is mighty and important. Okay, so they're advancing slowly, which is something of a concern for us. You are also going to... so just put the two warlords together. Pack them tightly. They are definitely going to charge once those plague claws start landing. Just need those reinforcements in quicker.
Agreed. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Move, move.
Okay, move that storm vermin unit. All of you guys, just go.
Master, scurrying. Good luck, master.
Okay, they've got magic coming in, that hurts. Not that much we can do about that. Just want to delay their Croxagores a little bit. So, I don't think we'll be able to get into a frontline position in time, so Just those guys are just gonna have to fall into it. Okay, storm vermin, you need to deal with that. That unit is nice thing about one nice thing about engaging large units with guns is, well, they are larger. You can fire overhead to get them. Let's turn that around since it seems to be the angle they're coming at. And that Stegadon is just wrecking our faces. Oh, our storm vermin are folding, that's not good.
Back underground! Queek head taker! Great! Yes!
Okay, you guys can stop firing at whatever you were firing before now.
Queek head taker! Good, now kill!
Alright, this formation is not engaging in a way that's conducive to fire lines, so I just gotta push the storm vermin in. Just make sure the other side, the gunners on the other side, can fire cleanly. Try and get rid of Krokgar if you can. Put him on a cold one. That's the AI making interesting campaign decisions. Let's fire into that blob. This side seems managed.
Storm vermin! Kill, yes! Rattling gun! Die, die, die! Our tail's yours!
Okay, if we can get around the flank here.
Now, ready, now! Storm vermin!
Right side's mostly managed. Let's get this gun team in position.
Quick, quick! What orders? Die, die, die!
Excellent. Take everyone off guard mode. Okay, ranged units. Gun these guys. Oh shoot! I was not paying attention to my snipers. That was a major error. May lose them again. Unfortunate. Melee, you chase down those guys.
For clan, for me!
I believe it's 5% of a unit remaining where it gets wiped out. So hopefully that unit stays intact. That was just containment clan rats. Kindly just cut them all down. As many of them as you can. All this unit's more intact. We're still chasing up there. don't think the sense of error's got that much done. Okay, that's pretty much it. Oh, got off another volley of catapult rounds, that's good. Okay, that's all we're getting. I don't think casualties were too severe. I'm worried about the sniper unit, but otherwise... we knocked out a lot of their key stuff, and didn't take critical damage on ours. Our storm vermin took casualties, but not critically so. And gun teams and artillery did work.
My win. Nothing to do with you.
Okay, the Jezzails survived. Excellent. Only a handful of surviving units for Kroq-Gar there. Got some XP on Queek. Got some food.
Consume them.
Would be nice to get replenished. We probably do need that replenishment.
Yes, yes. Scotty.
Ooh, got some extra armor. Ah, Icket Claws, Warp Lightning Cannons, fantastic. We seriously can't pay for them, but fantastic. Okay, let's armor. Skittis, how's your armor looking? Pretty passable. Well, let's armor up this guy.
Warlock, master of Scryer.
It's better.
Master
Okay,
engineer.
I don't think I can sally, but with this garrison together at Scraghole, we might be able to make something happen here. What's the upkeep on that unit? Some 300 or so.
Misguided.
It's somewhat tempting to go for them because they're on force march, but
Warlock of Skaven blood.
probably not ideal. We'll just try and get more Skaven Slay. No, there's no point recruiting this turn. They're not going to make it in time. Let me just turn off notifications for Vortex rituals. These guys have had time to prepare for us, which is unfortunate. Okay. Well, levels on these guys. You've got Lightning Strike, fantastic. Let's start buffing the army. How about you, Queek? Okay, you've got the critical army buffs. Nothing else high rank enough to really take advantage of Whip Smart at the moment. We'll do your quest at some point. And leadership. These things are kind of handy, but I believe we were doing direct combat. So, weapon strength, armor, melee attack, leadership. Tempted to go with armor, although honestly it's well armored enough, so melee attack it is. Let's hit more things. What's left in this army? Kroq-Gar is still in there, along with a bunch of Saurus. I do want to swing around and get ready for this guy. There's another bunch of Saurus and Pterodon Riders. How far can he go? Okay, so we can't make it into Sotex Trail in one turn. So we'll have a turn to replenish, and we've got more armies to fight here. Ah, fun times. Okay. So I'll have Skittis chase down Kroq-Gar. It's all melee units, well, aside from the Skaven slaves. I'll just let it auto resolve that. Cool. And that's Kroq-Gar and what I believe is his main stack out of action for a bit. We could get a little bit of replenishment. At this point, the food is probably going to be handy.
Mighty warlord am I. Cunning scheming.
Actually, should have gone into ancient cunning on both of these guys, come to think of it. But, oh well. Hindsight.
I lead.
Looking in the long run, I still want ammunition. Okay, that's one of Zlatlan's settlements. How many settlements does Zlatlan have at this point, actually? That is their one remaining settlement. Maybe I should do something about that. If they really want to fight a war with me. Okay, Queek's gonna head back down towards Vortex Trail and just get some replenishment in. You, I'm gonna have to disband the Plague Pack. Or maybe not. You know what, the garrison size is 8 units. Can I actually get a read on the garrison? No. Okay. I'm gonna keep the Plague Pack and just attempt to like run this over. Okay, there's an army there. And what else can I do? Stuff's built. I need to spend on construction. I could get some more income. I need to work on more tech and walls. Also need that extra income. There's not a whole lot of room in this spot. Okay. It's gonna be a wall and some tech. And I can do Scrag Hall. But Scrag Hall's gonna come into... Alright, let's get ready to build. Because that's still gonna cost me in the long run. Damaged building, that's still Vortex Trail. Settlement upgrade, I can't really do anything with that at the moment. Okay, so I want Skidders to attack that. Try and get full use out of that Plague Pack. And I want Queek to engage this army once he's gotten a little bit of replenishment in.
More head skulls. Machines and then sorcery.
And as tempting as it is to attack something on Force March, I don't think this is gonna...
Sorcerer inventor. Yes, yes.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get the garrison as reinforcement either. Okay. So that's how it's going to be. Can I get out of any wars at the moment?
Speak your poisoned words and you called.
No.
I will strive to be courteous.
No. Nope. Nope. I really have no interest in fighting you, no. Last defenders, still want to fight. Okay. I will eventually be able to recruit Warlock Engineers. Oh, this is another declaration of war, isn't it? They're probably not going to threaten us immediately, like their armies are... will have more immediate concerns, but... your strength, when having war declared on you still isn't great, because it affects your effective strength rating when people assess whether or not they want to declare a war on you. Okay, so it believes we have basically no chance because they've got a sun dragon. That is perhaps not an unreasonable assessment. Because I don't have anything to deal with a sun dragon. That's the infantry clearing dragon variant too. Gonna give it a shot, maybe. Like, if we can do enough damage to the rest of the army, maybe we can pull something off. But I won't be able to blob up. Okay. We've got Skaven Slave Slingers and Night Runners. Either way, I don't want to pay too much additional upkeep for maintaining this army, so gonna lose it fighting here, or somehow manage to hold it either way. My hope is that if I can inflict enough damage on the rest of the army, I can get the dragon to leave with the army loss penalty. I don't know though, I'm pretty sure in terms of relative strength, there's enough dragon in there. For that not to be an issue. Okay. You're a caster. Let's get our... Oh, we don't actually have Skaven Slave Slingers. We literally have 2 Night Runners that'll be able to hit the dragon in the air. Okay then. Skaven Slaves. Well, we've got some spear infantry, but... Actually, I should just leave you on 1. And... I'm gonna hope that they split up their army a little bit. Because we're not going to win this without defeat in detail. I don't think those units can handle other than Sea Guard. That's it, we can almost match range with them, I think. We've got one of their archer units to split off. About the best I can hope for, maybe.
Quick, quick! Shriek! Shriek! Right, sorry, yes! Skitter the deep! Skaven! Yes, yes!
Gonna try and just pincer them with that.
Night Runners! Council's command!
Oh shoot. Still got some ranged units, right? Honestly, not much we can do about that. We don't have any shield units. They're shooting Skaven slaves. That's honestly about the most we can hope for with their
Now! Ready now! Creek, yes!
use of ammunition. Lord's under attack. That clan rat unit's going to poof soon. Let's just keep up pressure.
I'm now ready. Night Runners! Stop!
I'm just gonna...
Warlock Master!
Okay, I'm gonna move these units back a little and hope they take less damage, because they're the units I actually need, and just kinda let them burn their ammo on the Skaven slaves. Okay, they've redirected another unit of spearmen up here, which is understandable. I wish my Night Runners would do more damage here. One of my Skaven slave units is running away. That's understandable. Oh, they've stacked 2 archer units on top of each other. If I could actually move over. Be great. Okay.
Our tail's yours. Now yours. Murder, kill. Yes, yes.
Just need to get rid of as many of their archers as possible. In this case, I'm just burning their ammunition by having them shoot Skaven slaves, which works as far as I'm concerned. I should probably dodge with these guys a bit.
What?
Sidestep!
Good orders. Advance retreat.
I should also make sure the Night Runners do not get tied up in melee.
Spring Rickato crack. Clan rats. Your desire. Murder, kill.
Anything happening down here? Nope.
Hasten, hurry. Faster, scurry. Guide us, Horned One.
It's all very nice in principle, having in theory, having Skaven slaves take the hits. That said, Skaven slaves are a lot of my army, so still not great. Okay, shoot, here we go.
Ready.
Need to blob up.
Slaves. Stammering. Now move.
Just leave those guys on skirmish mode. Gotta do what I can.
Back up the crowd.
And try and remove the dragon. Actually, I mean, I was not gonna try and remove the dragon, but it kind of forced my hand there. It'll help me bundle up at least. Those Lowland Guard have almost exhausted their ammunition. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Let's get the wizard back. Hammer as many of their units as I can.
What?
Night Runners are just causing shenanigans. I think we're don't think we're gonna be able to hold here. You do not want to be fighting the dragon.
Now move. Okay, yes.
Kindly move away from the dragon.
Kill.
That is not away from the dragon. Well, that was a waste of the dragon's breath, but unfortunately, still not going to achieve that much. Ah, too late on that cast. Should maybe have used it to hold the dragon back earlier.
Warlock Master!
Oop. So overall, not going great. Alright then. Now, remains to be seen what they're gonna do with settlement. Apparently those oh right, that would have been from firing into the Skaven slaves. Probably shouldn't have focused as much on the dragon, but then it would have caused too much disruption to ignore. Wasn't gonna do enough damage with that warp lightning to bring them down anyway. They were too heavily armored, and it's not overcastable. Okay, so are they going to occupy that, or nope? Okay, they're gonna sack it and move. Ah, and they are going to sally out against Skittis, huh? Okay, what have they got? A lot of frenzy red-crested skinks, armor-piercing type. We can swamp them. Salamander hunting packs. These guys aren't going to do that much damage, but well, what kind of spellcaster is he? Light. Okay, he's not going to do that. He shouldn't be that much of a threat to us. Those salamander hunting packs could demolish us. That's going to be my main concern. What's their speed? 70? Do we have anything that can catch them? No. No, we do not. It's going to be interesting. Let's fight this. Okay, let's take a look. We're deploying first. We have a single unit of storm vermin. Probably I don't actually want those engaging the red-crested skinks, potentially. Okay, we want a good horde of the slingers. Plague pack. Okay, I think what I actually want is these guys folding out on the flanks. Or actually, with the plague pack and spears out on the flanks, storm vermin in the middle, and that's going to be our main infantry line. And then just our buffer line up there, including Skittis. And then just ranged behind all of this. You want open ground for the slingers to be able to work. And what's the range on these hunting packs? 125, range of my slingers, 120. I don't think I'm going to be able to hit him with anything, really. Got 80 armor as well. Might just have to buffer it out.
Lord of Skaven Blight!
Because those salamander packs do a lot of damage. So they have them pushing forward in their formation. be a plain infantry battle by the looks of it.
Voila!
What I probably just want to do is mix it up as much as possible. So that they can't, you know, so that they're obstructed by their own units. The issue potentially being that if I take too many casualties here, can think of it, that's probably why they wanted to sally out. I won't have an effective answer. Won't be able to effectively push down the settlement. Yeah, I want to get my lord out of that. They're doing a fair bit of damage to their own units, which is exactly what I was hoping to achieve from clustering up on them.
Now, ready now! At once, master! Voila!
Let's pull the lord back.
Step forward! Cattle moved! Hungry for the battle! Quick, fast!
We're taking so much damage from those.
Clan rats! Die, die!
Let's see if I can get these guys to do an envelopment.
Kill, kill!
Or even better, pursue the salamanders.
Tail slashers! March, scurry, yes! What orders?
I do actually want to burn the,
Kill them!
Okay, I need to pull the warlord back.
Moved! Now, ready, now! Fight, fight!
Okay, we pushed some of the
Yes!
their units away, which is good.
Stop, stop! Clan rats! Korak! At once!
Can you get that salamander hunting pack?
Attack! Attack! Horned rats will! Your desire! Run, guys! Step attack!
This guy is a wizard, he should be quite manageable. Okay, these guys are dueling the salamander hunting pack. Doesn't matter. It's kind of almost ideal if they get hurt badly or wiped out, because I can't afford to keep them around.
What orders? Freight on a car! Ready, ready! Straight.
Make sure you take out that hunting pack. Recharge those skinks.
Voila! Yes, yes!
Okay, have the main melee bolt push forward.
Bid me obey! Our tile's yours! It's then lead!
Okay, we need to take out as many of those salamanders as we can. Don't think we're going to be able to catch them though. Can we catch any of their units? Honestly, probably just their blood. It may be better to leave on low health. Do what damage and a little bit more damage to the Lord, and then just call it off probably. Run faster, you can do it. Boop. He's gonna make it to the edge of the battlefield anyway, so just leave it there. Okay. Took pretty heavy casualties there, but pretty evenly spread across units. Their salamander hunting packs did so much damage. They're good units. And this is a very melee blob army. Cool. Banners. Let's put that there. Let's get as much replenishment as we can, I think.
Hungry clan rats, let them feast.
And more company. Okay, he did force march into the city.
Trust him.
That's fine. Okay. I still want to take that settlement if at all possible. Let me get a read on what the
Too many no-furs here.
stuff actually. So they did get one turn of replenishment. Yeah, may actually not be worth pressing the attack. Not without artillery present. It's unfortunate since I walked all the way up there, but it is what it is. Okay, we'll need you back down here then.
Move march.
And I'm going to disband the plague pack.
This bad idea. Warlord Queek.
Next up, okay, they're gonna have to take multiple turns to get anywhere of note. These guys are recruiting multiple stacks. I've given them a lot of time to work. Queek can't really get anywhere this turn. In which case what I'm going to do is kind of sit him over here and put him in ambush stance. Nothing useful to build at Sotek's Trail. I'm going to start building stuff in your tech shortly. Scrag hole situation is unfortunate, but not that much that I can do about it. And I can't really afford that settlement upgrade. I'm just going to turn off the damaged building notification at this point. They do repair on their own for free, so unless I really need it. Ideally I'd spread out some of the tech, but I don't have anywhere to spread it to. So, probably gonna have to go without walls here for a while. And just go this rubbish pit and herb gathering for income. And potentially trade in the long run. So, right, we'll do you, and we'll do you. And I'm going to not spend any more at the moment. Some turns to recruit would be nice. Actually, let me take a look at what I can get. Okay, I can get... No, neither of these Warlock Engineers particularly handy. That's another disciplined Warlock Master. Unfortunately, I don't really have the budget for that right now. I will eventually get to establish an Undercity. Okay, so they're doing army embeds and heading over towards me. Gonna walk into the ambush? Yes, you're gonna walk into the ambush. It doesn't like our... Man, it would not have liked our chances in open battle then.
Battle fight, yes, yes!
Okay. We've got plenty of reinforcements. The reinforcements are all just melee buffer. We don't really have any ranged units for us to jump on. Like, this isn't an army that's especially vulnerable to ambushes, I feel. So what I'm probably going to do is set up so our reinforcements are nearby, chevron and push in. So we've got Queek, ready as ever. Got our plague claws and our guns. Do they have any large units? What's this? There's an infantry unit. They've got some chameleon skinks in here, but okay, nothing in particular for the halberdiers to do. I'll just mix them in. Storm Vermin did take heavy casualties previously, so we're not in amazing shape. Okay. All lined up there. Should be in gun range. I'm actually not going to put the sharpshooters out anywhere in particular. I forgot previously, these guys are predatory sensors, so hiding doesn't work particularly well. Just quick standby there. And we'll see what we can do. We'll probably have the plague claws focus on anything that bundles up on the edges of the chevron. I mean, this isn't a proper chevron formation. Doesn't have enough. I mean, that there's not. I don't have enough guns for a proper chevron formation. What I'm actually probably going to do is stack up the infantry a bit more here. I think that'll work a little better. So at least there's a bit of a buffer for stuff that comes for flanking.
Queek head taker. Lose your head.
Okay, let's squeeze up to the edge a little bit. If we can have the rattling guns just immediately open fire, that would be great, but I don't have... I'm not Clan Scryer, I don't have the rattling range bonuses. What I'm actually going to do is put them up here initially, and then pull them back.
Play claw catapult. For the Valentine. Warlock Jezels.
taken quite a while to get organized, which is good for us. Okay, move back, move back. Okay, we want to concentrate on the right flank. How are reinforcements coming? Just attack the right flank. Queek, get their lord. Head off that attack, please.
Rattling gun! Attack! Storm vermin! Slay storm! Countess command!
Yeah, one of the plague claws fire into this. My hidden units have been revealed, that's fine. They still got missile units? Yes, screw with them. Try and remove those Saurus warriors before they become a problem.
Rattling gun!
Cool.
Attack charge! Council's command!
At least you're getting shots in. I don't know if you're doing more damage. Pretty sure you're doing more damage to our storm vermin than their units. Please rotate around.
Rattling gun! Clan rats!
Just cut those units off. Make sure they don't. Okay. Everyone off guard. Ranged units concentrate fire on one thing. Melee units do something else.
Ready, ready? Fight them! Yes, fight, kill!
Don't think we're catching anything else. Just looking at the... Okay, enemy lord's dead. Yeah, well, let's end it here. Probably took a few more storm vermin casualties than I would like, but hey. I do love rattling guns. I need more of them. Guess the issue with recruiting rattlings immediately I don't want to disband my storm vermin units, but even moving them into Skittis' army increases upkeep, because my current upkeep is factoring in Queek's bonuses. What I'll probably do is actually move some of the Plague Claw catapults out into Skittis' army, and it'll give Skittis some contingency options. I'm at food capacity, and I need the replenishment.
Sacrifice to the 13.
I don't think I can actually reach that guy to hit him this turn, which is unfortunate. Alright, Melwin, okay, you're headed back to replenish, I assume. That's good for me. Wish I had some time to... let's change those settings. Tyrants of the Black Ocean. Don't need the camera for you. Okay. That was a decent battle. Ooh, Shadow Magnet. That's a really cool trinket. Let's get that on someone useful. Don't think you need... Oh wait, that's a talisman, isn't it? Oh, you need a talisman. There you go. Alright, Queek. And you got a level. Let's get you more melee attack. Okay. Can Queek make it to attack? I'm pretty sure that's a yes.
The doom is coming.
We've got a Last Defender's army coming in here as well. And we have a Zlatlan, had a Zlatlan army down there. I'm guessing they're not visible at the moment. Probably gonna do... What I'm probably gonna do is I'm going to move Queek into attack. Okay, these guys are allies by the look of it, because yes they are military. That's why they're reinforcing. Okay. Well, what I am going to do is have Queek move in, and okay, successful ambush. Excellent. Let's just fight this out and try and take minimal casualties. No need to run any of them down at the end of this, because if we win, we win. Okay. That's their chameleon, their chameleon skinks, right there. Just a hunch. Get you assigned. Actually, you should probably leave this separate so I can quickly select my rattlings. Let's do an approximate chevron. Very approximate. Okay, can we fit you in? Yes, we can. But for now, I want you guys up there firing on their units. Keep the plague claws back about here, should be fine. Snipers in the center. Target their red-crested skinks. And you just shoot whatever you can shoot at. I forgot to move Queek. Queek is hiding in the trees on the other side. Oh, right, they did wizard things. Swap guns to their Pterodon riders for a bit. Queek needs to walk faster.
Rattling gun.
Don't think I'm even gonna need to pull back to the chevron, which is nice. Taking casualties on the rattlings though. That said, the rattlings should win the range battle. Just gonna try and knock out their ranged units as quickly as possible. I'm glad their infantry is berserking. They are really hammering that storm vermin unit with magic. Just gonna pull you out of the line a bit. We're done. Few casualties, mostly from the magic. Rattling guns. I like rattling guns. Jazales are good too. They'd be performing better if there were more than like 5 of them surviving.
Victory! Only the rats noticed me.
I do love Queek's Horned Rat Notice Me. Banner of Swiftness. Let's up Queek's. Actually, let's get this unit a little more speed so it can get around more quickly. I'm at full food capacity and the replenishment will be useful. Okay, that's knocked out one of their main threatening armies. Queek has no movement left, but if these guys want to come at him, they are welcome to. Queek himself, let's get him some more armor. As far as Skittis goes, I'm going to move him down to Sotek's Trail and up his replenishment a bit. I am also going to get him a little bit of artillery, but not necessarily this turn, because the army he might be facing is not going to. Warp Lightning isn't going to do. Oh, they don't have any big units for the Warp Lightning cannons to target. Now, I finally might have a little bit of spending cash.
Gather warpstone, make repairs.
So I could upgrade Tor Serpendar here. It's probably going to be a good idea. My capacity is roughly full up. I could upgrade these buildings, but they're not super valuable. Okay, let's get you up. Got you plenty of replenishment. Okay, so I'm going to split the catapults evenly between these two when I get the opportunity, and that'll give me more room for guns on Queek. Eventually, hopefully, I'm going to be able to pay for having storm vermin on people who aren't Queek. But you know, that'll be when it comes. And I forgot to check if I could get any out of any of these horrible wars, but oh well. So, stuff's happening down there. Fortress of Dawn is doing Fortress of Dawn things. And Toralassor is saying hi. Now, hopefully they don't also have a freaking dragon. Okay. This is a melee mash. I'm tempted to auto-resolve it. In fact, there's nothing I can really do to handle this better than auto-resolve could. As long as the Lord doesn't die, should be good. We lost a few units of Skaven slaves, 1 unit of clan rats, which is unfortunate, but that's right. I mean, what I probably could have done was put the garrison in front, come to think of it, so I actually should have fought that probably, but oh well. We're at full food, we're at full food.
Mighty warlord am I.
I don't think we've got room for a reptile thing sacrifice on anyone. That's not that useful. Let's get some spending cash. Okay, you've got your route plotted, that's fine. Skittis, you actually did really well. These guys have pulled back. I should really push the attack with Queek. So this army is the one I should hit. They've got another one at Zlatlan. We've got more company down here, which is going to be a problem. It looks like a small army, but the issue is, again, if they have a freaking dragon. Also, Tor Serpendar is not well defended. It's also not a particularly valuable settlement for me, so what I'm probably going to do is just leave it. These guys are also at war with Last Defenders, so hopefully they go for that. So let's cancel that, get our money back. We'll invest in our core territories instead. I could start recruiting Warlock Engineers. That would be handy. Having Warp Lightning. Really handy. I should do that. It's very expensive though, so not right at the moment. Let's up that. This isn't really worth it because I have no trade partners. Scrag Hall is going to repair on its own and is also under threat as well. Okay, so we wiped that army out completely, which is again something I can't get. I probably couldn't have pulled off without auto-resolve, so that's something to bear in mind. I just can't. I don't know how to get low leadership units to stick in and inflict casualties, and take casualties as well, but I can't get as much out of those units as auto-resolve can. I don't know if Queek's army can take these straight up. I'd like to rotate things out now, but honestly what I probably need to do is move Skittis down.
Cunning scheming. More head skulls.
I do want to do this quest, but I'm just not in good enough shape, I feel. I have a bit of a buffer now. Okay. Actually, let's see what the map looks like here. If we move up to Lothern. Nope, Lothern's a little to the east. There we go. Okay. I can squeeze in a little bit more here. I can get 10% more income for 3,000. 10% of Lothern's income is another plus 200. That's more than I could get elsewhere. And I could get more food if I wanted to, like, but we're not comfortable for food, like, it's just our capacity is low. Which is, you know, extra negatives. Let me just quickly run down these wars and see if I can get out of anything. Okay. I need to do something about this at some point, but Maybe not immediately. Oh. Toralassor has pulled off some stuff up there as well. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is probably actually hit Zlatlan and hope I can convince Last Defenders to focus on their remaining territories then. Because right now they're recruiting a bunch here to defend Zlatlan, and so all of their resources are being directed into units to throw at me. If I can remove those, my situation may end up a fair bit better. So going to besiege and take Zlatlan if possible. I am going to ask Skittis to head south and start trying to deal with some of this. I'm actually going to have him stop at Uartek. Okay, and recruit some artillery. We need... how much can we pay for? I could write to make recruiting better. Okay, how much does the right cost? 3,000, and I'd save 25%. No, I'm not recruiting enough for that to be worth it. I'm actually going to disband a single unit of Storm Vermin. What's my most damaged unit? There you are. Because I can afford the Council Guard. Okay, Skittis, you can get some out. Okay, we're not going to recruit anything too extra here. Honestly, the Storm Vermin's expensive and not super beneficial on Skittis. I might... Okay, what we're gonna dismiss that, and that's gonna make some room. So we're going to recruit 2 Plague Claws, 675 Rattling Guns, and that's gonna give Skittis a lot more combat capability. And eventually, I'm going to disband some of the Slingers probably, and add in the Regiment of Renown Warp Lightning Cannon, assuming Queek can't make room for it immediately. Okay, Queek. Let's shuffle forward a little bit. And I don't want them to jump us immediately, so I'll stay in ambush stance. Sotex Trail. We could invest a little bit in it now, I guess. Let's get rubbish pit up and some basic walls. Wolves aren't worth it at the moment, actually. Don't have the money. Alright, let's stick to this. Settlement upgrade available. Not at the moment. Thank you, game. Let's roll. He'll eventually make it. Okay, so what are you up to? Looks like you're moving. Okay. Ambush foiled and he managed to just walk right past? That's unusual. Well, that does mean I will be in a position to attack next turn. And you're going to... No, you're moving. I'm not going to invest into a Serpentard just yet, too risky. I don't know where that army is. Last Defenders have confederated with Zlatlan. Okay, so that means... Cool, that guy's got sea legs. That means the Last Defenders now have this settlement up here as well. Consolidates one of my wars, but... means they have more firepower and resources to throw around. That's not great. They're fighting Toralassor at the moment, at least. Can I convince Fortress of Dawn to peace? No, they still don't want to. Okay, Queek.
Stick. Fight me, fight Queek.
Okay. Want to make sure casualties are minimized.
Swell the hordes of Moors.
I think I saw a cellar. No, okay, those are just in air quotes sacred Croxagores. They're nice and tall, so hopefully gunners will be able to mince them up a bit. Our plague claws won't be able to do that much to Croxagores, however. And I wonder where their chameleon skinks are. Let's actually get Queek over on this side before I forget. Okay, we've got halberd teams ready now, that's fantastic. Gun teams in position. Approximate chevron, go. So one halberd team, just provide side screening there. And side screening there. And I'll rotate stuff around as need be. I want you firing on the Croxagores as soon as possible. Hopefully you can fire well from there. Can we fit our gun teams? I believe we can, that's good. Excellent.
What? Rattling gun.
Stuff should be in range. Okay, and we'll have Queek on the right ready to engage their lord.
What? Great Anaka! Guide us, Old One.
Yeah, that detection range on those okay, pull back.
Listen, hurry! Skids on the knee! Rattling gun!
Let's just head these guys off so the rattlings can get out.
Rattling gun! What orders? We obey! Good! Eat them!
No, pull back.
Yes! Yeah!
You're standing. You're in the way of the other.
March! Scurry, yes! I'm now ready! Skaven! Yes! Yes! Now, move!
Those rattling casualties are very unfortunate.
Challenge me, Storm Vermin! Rattling gun! Attack! Charge!
Okay, you hold fire so the other rattling team can engage.
Queek head taker!
fire into the clan rats. Take everything off guard. Okay, ranged units. Focus on that. You keep hunting down their lord, and I see our storm vermin are causing our melee infantry issues. We gonna catch any of them at this rate? No. Okay, just get out of the way of the ranged units. Ranged units, just keep working on stuff. I think Saurus, that Saurus unit's dead. Focus on this one. Can we get him to turn around? Okay, they should be dead enough. More casualties than I'd like, especially on the gun teams, but otherwise pretty smooth. And the gun team's casualties were our own fault. Huh, in fact less casualties than I expected. I guess the Council Guard didn't really lose storm vermin, and just took a lot of damage across the whole team. Or the whole unit. But unless it's a single entity unit, after battle, all that matters is the number of individual units that actually survived. Cool. It's a level on Queek. They have a couple of chameleon ski. Yeah, that's the surviving units. That's actually decent replenishment. Ooh, Doomflayers. More backup stuff if need be. I don't have the upkeep for that at the moment. We are working on your armor, yes. That's an interesting ability. Okay, let's get you more armor, Queek. I could attack Zlatlan, or I could hunt down this. What can you do? You could actually threaten Sotek's Trail next turn, and wow, there's not much left in that army. There is actually enough left to threaten Sotek's Trail, so let's finish him off. Let's try and do it without taking too many casualties.
Time for things to die.
Okay. This should be a little more straightforward. Let's just put the gun teams in immediate firing position. Queek kind of standing by. Catapults should be ready as well. And we'll have the infantry standing by on either side.
Rattling gun! What?
Eventually we'll see their chameleon skinks. Let's focus down the shielded enemies with the Jezzails. You can neutralize enemy shielding. There are their skinks. They offer the biggest threat to my ranged units, so I should actually focus them down first. Okay, looks like we've settled this. There we go. Should probably have popped the health potion on Queek, but I don't think he's taken too much damage. No losses. Excellent.
Yes, yes! Queek always wins! Kill
And that's actually a reasonable amount of replenishment.
Sacrifice to the 13! Run for more!
Enchanted item.
Need more trophies, yes, yes.
Ruby. Fireball item is not amazing, but it's nice to have. Fear and terror, not that. I'll pop the fireball thing on. I will completely fail to make adequate use of it, but...
Challenge me!
Okay, how far can I get? I would like an extra turn of replenishment, but I really want to also shut down Zlatlan before, while I have an opportunity to. Anyway, I'm just gonna settle down here, though I can't get that much further. So Dex Trail will be putting out a little more income soon. Southern Jungles. Nothing I can do building wise there. Skittis is recruiting. Can I peace out with anyone?
Can I offer assistance? Speak quickly. Lord of the Phoenix, approach, but... At your service. Gods be good.
It's only one Undercity lot though, and I don't know why you're so mad. Okay, the next turn is probably going to be the last turn for the stream. Stuff has not gotten significantly better, but we'll do what we can. Oh, Krokgar's back, and knowing him, he's probably in a... Oh. The ambush paid off! What has he got? Okay, he does not have magic. He's on a cold 1 unit. And he doesn't have a whole lot in terms of firepower. So, this is good. Let's hope I don't screw this up. Saurus are the main threats here. They're ranged units. As long as they don't get free reign to fire at our ratlings, we should be okay. Krokgar himself could flank around potentially and be an issue. We'll want Queek on hand to deal with that. If he just runs into the fray, that's a potential outcome as well, and that should be pretty reasonable. Let's put Queek here before I forget. Catapults. And gun teams. We'll do the basic almost chevron again. Make sure that's all adequate. You are very badly damaged. Less so.
For the Valentine!
Okay, we want the chevron to be a bit more compact, because the gun teams can't fire to the end, which I think was an issue I had previously, so... I'll just do that then.
For the Valentine!
And halberdiers at the ends.
Rattling gun!
Let's push the formation up and put the rattlings where they can fire. Okay, we'll try and snipe Krokkar as quickly as possible with the Giselles. You just shoot. And remember to pull back when Krokkar starts advancing. We'll have Queek stand by there. That should be good. And I see they've got a little bit of magic to throw. Okay, let's get the gun teams back. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, Krokkar. Come on. Get in there. This gun team try and just... Okay, remove the skin cohort actually. Get this gun team out of here.
Queek head taker. For me. Murder, kill.
Okay, now you can turn around and shoot Krokkar. Let's take advantage of our numbers here. Just getting around to envelop. Okay, Queek got Krokkar. Fantastic. Gun those guys down. Fire down. Okay, short deal. Range units focus on that. Queek, run that person down. Melee. Just hold back and don't get shot. Okay, I think that's all we're catching. apparently I got an ambushing achievement. That was nice and solid. Again, more gun casualties than I would have liked. That's mainly Krokgar's fault. But I think Queek is doing nicely. Let's top up our units.
We talk instead of fight kill, yes? How can you best serve clan wars?
Well... no, I'm not paying you, buddy. But if we could form a trade deal at some point, that would be cool. Okay, Banner of Eternal Flame. Does Queek have room for that? Well, he's leveled up. Let's get him this button to disengage. Melee. I assume that's like a knockback explosion of some sort. Okay, you're out of... Well, no, you have the banner... Oh, you have a Banner of Eternal Flame. Let's look at Skittis then. You got room for more banners?
We are brave, mighty.
Oh, nope. Apparently it already assigned the banner to Queek. Okay.
I had taken.
So you go down there.
Fight me, fight Queek.
Successful offensive ambush. This makes friendly units have fire and melee weapon damage. Probably end up just chucking it on one of the Storm Vermin units. I don't believe it affects missile damage. I just want to make sure this proceeds cleanly with minimal casualties so we can take Zlatlan effectively next turn. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Well, for one, we're looking at a much worse ambush position. This hill provides them with defilade, and there are trees everywhere. Well, to clarify, it's a much worse ambush position for leveraging my ranged troops. What can I actually do here? If I could have placed my sniper teams up here, that would have been lovely. I don't think the game lets you do. Yeah, okay, they're walking that towards this end. I'll probably actually just quietly wait for them to get closer and then engage. So everything hold fire. Let's move the gun teams over. Get the catapults ready. Gun team is ready. When you ambush, as long as you don't move your units or fire or otherwise give your units actually stay concealed until they have to, until they until the fight actually starts, so... I've got time. So I'll put that group of infantry there, I'll have an infantry group here.
Storm, vermin! Skaven, yes, yes!
And we should be ready to start. I forgot to move Queek. I'm sure we'll be fine. So I'm just going to wait for them to get closer. Don't think they'll actually get that close. Basically, I want them to be in range of the Gatling, of the Rattling gunners. Then we just open up. Well, they're heading this way a little bit, that's good. That's about as close as they're getting. All units fire at will.
Ready, ready! Faster, scurry!
Focus down their lord.
For the vermintide! Goodbye, attack! Rattling again! We
Must
obey!
shoot them.
Great claw catapult! Attack!
Don't want to tell these guys to switch targets too much because there's actually substantial delay when switching targets. Oh yeah, I can get Queek up here too. Take everything off guard. Range units, just don't worry about their what. Can we get that hero? Don't think we're capturing him. Alright. No losses, that's good.
Yes, yes! Queek always wins!
Thank you for your contribution, Queek. Cool, let's rank up, we're at full food again.
Consume them.
That's a nice amount of replenishment. So casualties sorted out basically.
Mine.
Okay, and we can get you up here. Melee defense, so I always want melee defense. It's what lets things survive in combat longer. Can we actually get there this turn? No, we cannot. So taking Zlatlan is going to be a future endeavor then. Can I have Skittis fight this? No, I can't have Skittis fight that battle. Alright, what I'm going to do is now that Skittis has some more in the roster, I'm going to roll him down towards Kevin's of Sotek and try and actually fight well, the primary work is going to be defensive in case we actually have something show up on our doorstep. But also we're going to try and retake our territory if it comes to it. Those elves are getting quite dangerous. Okay, settlement upgrade. I will not upgrade that until Skidus is actually there. We can confirm that he can defend it. Taking Zlatlan next turn. Any other construction work we can do. Not this turn, but we'll be able to upgrade that again next turn. Let's get a little bit of a discount on that. Southern Red Rivers, Vortex Trail. I'll pay for this. Actually, it's 10 upgrade. I'll leave it for now, and in case I want to splurge on an additional army. It's actually... There's the usual RTS thing of spending your money effectively, but also in Total War it's good to have buffers. Because construction is very expensive and unexpected things can come up. Okay. Gonna have a bit more income here shortly. Could squeeze a few more units into Skidus' army. In fact, did I have Skidus Force? Okay, I had Skidus Force March. Otherwise I would have tried to add some right then. Last thing to do before we wrap up is diplomacy. I see my reliability is still low. What does this button actually do? I do not know. Okay.
How can I assist you? Be thankful that the
Okay, you do not want to peace out. You also do not want to peace out. Okay. Well, that is it for tonight's stream. Thank you very much everyone for watching. Hope you all had a great time. I know I did. I tend to really enjoy my Total War. This is going to continue next week at the same time slot, provided that's been comfortable for everyone involved. So that is the next story time is going to be the 27th of November at 0200 UTC. You can see that. Well, before I go on to that ramble, the next stream on the channel is going to be tomorrow on the 21st at 0100 UTC. That's going to be the usual midweek farm. It may I'm currently looking at pretty much Destiny or Elite for that. I may be doing some mining in Elite. I haven't done Elite for a while. And if you want to see that in your local time zone, you can look below my stream. There's a widget with my full schedule. It should convert to your local time zone. There'll also be a countdown when I am no longer live. Down there you can also see my Twitter feed. That is at DubiousPhysics on Twitter. I put stream announcements and other updates there. Feel free to follow me. You can also follow me right here on Twitch. There's a follow button. There's a bell button which you can use to set up notifications when I go live. It does really help me out, so if you like what you see, please do follow. I don't believe there's anyone I should be hosting at the moment. Nope. So, that pretty much wraps us up for today. Thank you once again, everyone, for watching. It's been really great to have you. Hope you all have a great week. Take care of yourselves. This is DubiousPhysics, signing off.